Hi everybody, this is Katie. I wanted to share with you how I have started using ChatGPT in this case for video captions and how it's been helping me. So I just uploaded a video recently to YouTube. And as you know, YouTube will auto caption, but those captions are frequently incorrect. So when we go into that video and we look at the subtitles, I actually scanned through these and they're really not that bad. And maybe they've gotten better recently because they used to be that they didn't do periods, punctuation, and capitalization of the next sentence. So it would manually mean going in here and making all of those changes. So now, however, we can enlist the help of AI. So what you're going to want to do is go over to, I'm using ChatGPT. You could use other tools for this. And I'm going to have it revise this YouTube automated video transcript for capitalization, punctuation, and spelling only. So I put the prompt in there, and then let's make sure that we have the whole thing copied. So there's the transcript. We're going to put it in here. And so it should end with update. There's a word that's super cool. I just like looking at when the end of it is because this kind of churns for a little while. Super cool. Okay, so there it is. It asks at the end, do you also want me to smooth out filler words like you know and like, or keep those in since they were part of how you spoke? I'm going to ask it to please remove ums. I have learned recently that like for readability purposes, it's good to have those removed because it makes the subtitles easier to read. You wouldn't want to remove them in the case that they are essential to the meaning of the text, or, you know, let's say there's a script and someone's saying, right, that's a meaningful part of that interaction. Like you'd want to be really careful. In this case, they're not meaningful to my context, and so therefore they can be removed. The other thing to keep in mind about this, me using ChatGPT for this, is that there's nothing sensitive about this, the data in this transcript. My video that I'm captioning here is about Microsoft Forms and using Microsoft Forms, showing you how to use Microsoft Forms as a polling tool. So sharing that transcript with ChatGPT is fine. It's not sensitive information. If you happen to be captioning a video with very sensitive information, and I just realized that you're giving that information to ChatGPT, depending on your settings, but just be aware of the data in the transcript because you're uploading that to an AI tool, and you have to, you know, choose how you feel about that and make a decision that feels right for you. In this case, I know that I'm fine with this data being shared with ChatGPT in my account, which I'm not using to train AI. So with all of that being said, I now have a new script. Oh, I didn't say tell it to please remove the ums. So let me have it do that. And I will have a new script then that I can copy. I just copied that. I'll right click copy just so you can see that, and delete this whole thing. Just be careful that you actually, like, you copied the whole thing and then you just now deleted the whole thing. And now you're going to Control V or paste it in here. And we are going to edit the timings just to make sure you can see, you know, what is being said when. Here's where you can do some revisions. So it didn't get it 100% correct. We have to check what AI did for us here, right? So we're going to play the video and listen through the captions and see what corrections need to be made. There should be minimal, but you never know. So I'm going to pause this video and check for accuracy. Hello, it's Katie. I wanted to share something with you about forms that I learned recently. Maybe you already know, maybe. All right, so I'm going to pause this while I do that. Hold on. Okay, I just went through that. If you do have updates to make, You just make them in the text box over here. I don't know if I said that before. Okay, so then once you have all your captions corrected, you're gonna hit the done button. And it's not what I was expecting to see, but that's good. It looks like it's in. I'm gonna go back into subtitles, edit as text, done. Why isn't it? English subtitles published. Oh, okay, good. So when I go, this is what I wanted to do. Go over to subtitles over here, and you have the automated captions, and then you have the ones that we have just corrected. So whenever I've gone into take the time to make the corrected captions, I like deleting the automated ones because I know those aren't as good as the ones that I just took the time to correct. And then last but not least, let's go open the video, watch it, and just make sure that we've got those captions. Hello, it's Katie. I wanted to share something with you about forms that I learned recently. All right. So that was using AI for some of that video transcript revision. That is an important part of your video captioning process. I hope that helped.